Good morning, Dan here from DU Waterscapes. We're back at it on a very cold January morning. We had a bit of snow and frost on the way, and like the grass has held my footprints, which is pretty cold for where we are down in the southwest of England. So we are starting a rebuild of this poly pond. It's been here for some time. Currently it's a raised pond. It's probably about 4 metres by 2 metres. So we're coming in here with one of our 4x3 ecosystem ponds, and it's got a 1.5 metre stream. We have a boggy beach, we have some habitat hides and some other bits as well. So we'll be coming in here, ripping this one out, completely going. We'll be extending the pond over to this side, making quite a nice sinuous shape. We'll be situating our biofalls waterfall filter up in the top here, and that will then bob down, go that way into the pond, with viewing areas from sort of this nice little summer house, and the house bungalow is all along there. So as I was saying, we'll be creating a pond out into here, keeping probably that shape there, maybe a beach in there, or probably the skimmer actually saying that. The skimmer's probably going to go in here, across from that, maybe a beach, nice entry here. Getting this shape a little bit more sinuous, getting rid of that horrendous straight line on the left hand side there. Removing the preform waterfall because that's just something that a DIY would do, although we all know that some pond contractors do install that sort of thing. Then we'll sit the biofalls into there, and then we'll come along here and hopefully be able to have a nice few drops into the pond just over there. Got some planting and autodoses going on this one as well, which is always good for getting that beneficial bacteria going in any ecosystem. There's a few little challenges, not so bad. We've got a nice bit of area to work with because it is surprising how much space you do need. Whilst we do come and try to keep as much mess to the minimum as possible, we do need space to be able to store our rocks, to store our tools, the skips at the front of the building. So it is always good to keep in mind when we are coming to do a water feature restoration or rebuild that we do need a bit of space just for that time we are here, as little as we are in your hands. Anyway, cheers guys. What are you doing, Josh?
So I'm cleaning away all the leaf debris, muck and sludge from a non-ecosystem pond. As you can see, with the absence of a skimmer and the biofalls, all the rubbish is accumulated at the bottom. A really dense mat of lovely, stinky, gelatinous rubbish.
Goodness. It's goodness.
Goodness but badness. Yeah, indeed.
Right on. One thing we always make sure we do is catch all the animals, or at least a large portion of the animals. You've got lots of fat frogs here that are getting a bit frisky, ready to spawn probably in the next few weeks when it does get a little bit warmer, above 10 degrees again, and then they'll be spawning. This one's got something going on, quite a bit of fat, maybe some eggs coming. The different colours you get from the same species, so this one's got sort of a browny tinge to it, whereas the one at the back there's got this orangey, yellowy, and then the black blobs, and then the one that's just come in there, obviously you've got a few more splodges. It's quite unique, disruptive coloration, blending in with all the muck and the sludge and the rockwork and all sorts of bits in the pond. Quite a cool animal, massively underrated, bless them. And hopefully we'll provide them with a nice new pristine home, and they'll spawn and live here for many years to come. Lunchtime update, day one. We've got the pond pretty much ripped out now. A few more blocks to come out. The skip, the machine and the rock all arrived on time today, so that's a triple win. The pond gods are in our favour. So we've got the hole nearly empty. We'll be able to just sort of do a little bit of backfill, start digging out our extra side over this way, and get the shape created, and then we can work on getting our skimmer situated and hopefully be at a good point today where we might get the liner in probably later today or tomorrow morning. Happy days. Back at it today. Quite heavy rain this morning. Got my little rain suit, jumpsuit on. So we came straight in here. We've got our skimmer situated in, plumbed in, ready to go. Biofall's hidden behind the tree, up here somewhere. It's ready to go, plumbed in, and yeah. So we're now just getting a bit creative with the shape of the pond. We've got some areas for lilies and habitat hides. Callum's running the machine over there. Give us a wave. Josh, give us a wave. Oh, he's just ramping up some soil in the distance down there. So yeah, we're getting on actually really well. We're just basically creating our berm now, and once that's done we'll compact that all down. Then we'll get some rocks in, which actually arrived on time. They've got a nice selection of smalls, sort of they're about double hand size roughly. Then you sort of move up to sort of the bigger ones. We've got a mixture here of sort of 450s, some really big chunks down here. So yeah, really stoked. Even some over there if I lean over. Nice flat surface that we can work off. Nice orangey colours to it as well, which will look fantastic when some water's running over it. So yeah, quite excited to use this. It's always good to have a good palette to work with. You know, no different to an artist. They want all the different colours of the rainbow to mix and be able to create their own thing. No different for us. We want a nice selection of stone, even if it means we bring in a few more than we need, have to lug them back to base, but we'd rather do that and have the right stone for the right space and know that we're obviously going to do the best we can do for it. So I'm going to jump now on a spade and help sharpen up these edges. We want these nice and square edges in here so our rock work can sit nice and tight. And then it's probably lunchtime then, to be honest. Happy days. It's always the most exciting part of any project, well apart from the waterfall, but that's a different thing, is the first rock that we get to put in. So within this instance we've chosen to go with this large rock here, probably the tallest one we've got, so we're going to put it upright and it's going to go to start basically one of the far sides. It's going to be a sheer drop into the pond. So they've just prepped the area, liners are down or underlays down, rock's been strapped, Callum's waiting, Josh is looking like he wants something to do, so let's get going. How's it going, everybody? Dan back here again. So it's day 5. We're just had some lunch, nice bacon sandwich. Sorry if you're veggie or vegan, but it was tasty. Pond's filling, which is amazing. Yeah, it's turned out fantastic. We've got a nice selection of plants that I'll just briefly talk you through. We've got a nice little versicolor iris. It's actually just got a little shoot ready for spring. That's just going to go down on our little beach area here. We've got a little native creeping potentilla and some acorus over there, down here. And we've created a little area just here where we're going to put some of my favourites, which is some bog primulas, which are going to be lovely. So they're going to flower up and fill this area really nicely. There's marigold in here as well, which will fluff up. Another little acorus over there, just in front of this bigger rock here, we're going to put in some pondataria, so that's going to have some really nice foliage, to have some really nice foliage, and then some nice purple flowers as well. So it's really going to add some more interest to it. And woods over here, we've got just a little equisetum. Can grow quite large, but I think in this situation it's going to be fine, and we'll be able to keep it under control in the little planting pockets we've created. Here's our finished waterfall with a few bits of greenery and things, obviously starting up here, coming down here, splitting round, little secret falls, bubbling down here, doing a little turn there, coming back down, a nice big shoot into the pond, and then kicking off a little bit off of this just to add that little bit more interest. So we've probably got another, I'd say, hour for the pond to fill. Then once that's done, we'll be kicking the pumps on, firing this one up, and giving birth to a new waterfall. Happy days.
Awakens up the garden.
Yeah, that's it. There's the noise does do that. It attracts the birds as well, and obviously the animals here to see it. Brilliant.
Thank you for all your hard work.
No, it's a pleasure. And
persistence.
Yeah, and the water will clear in the next sort of 24-48 hours. I'm glad I changed the middle steel stone. That's a lot nicer. Yeah, and it's going to be a really quaint feature once it starts to settle in. So we'll do it like this. Everybody down here, we are back in Middle Zoy at this 3x4 ecosystem pond with a 1.5 stream. So we have a 3x4 ecosystem pond with our skimmer 1000 just down here, which is doing a great job of removing any debris and things. And with the leaves about to come down, that's going to collect all of them, so it's really nice and easy for the majority of them to be collected for our client. We created a small little beach area into here just to help amphibians and things exit in and out of the pond. Working our way around, we've sort of got a nice assortment of plants. There's some lilies in there with some flowers that have flowered, but a few more that are coming up with this nice iris as well. And that lovely little pondataria, white pondataria, which is really quite nice. Final little flower just here. It's been covered in them for the majority of the season, so we're in September now, so it's really starting to come towards the end. Bit of algae sort of started to appear, but we've topped up our autodoser, which is really going to keep things in check, and we've added some slightly more potent stuff as well. Then we've got our little 2-metre cascading waterfall, starting a nice little elevation. Oh, and on cue some damselflies just popped right in front of the camera. So yeah, and then we actually did come in here and create a retaining wall right around the back. This is a little boulder retaining wall all the way through to bring up some elevation. Our plants and things are now starting to drape down that the client put in, and yes, it's really starting to come together really well. Only a few months old, and look forward to seeing this mature in the years to come. Thank you very much for watching this DU Waterscape showcase of this 3x4 ecosystem pond with a 2-metre stream. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to follow along more of our projects as well. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!